Ohayo.
Ohio. Welcome to the So Japanese podcast, a podcast where we talk about all things Japan. We are your hosts. My name is John.
My name is Ryusuke.
Today's topic, we're going to talk about gambling in Japan.
Okay.
And as well as we're going to have a street level Japanese segment at the end.
Nice.
So again, hope you stick around to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
I would say like any other Asian culture,
Mm-hmm.
we love testing our luck.
I think
We love
so.
gambling.
I think so. Yeah.
Gambling is in Asian blood.
I don't like it personally.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So gambling is illegal
Mm-hmm.
in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
generally,
Yeah.
but you see a lot of like, they call them gachapon,
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
these
Yeah.
vending
Gotcha,
machines
gotcha.
where you put money in, you
Mm-hmm.
turn the knob and a
Mm-hmm.
ball comes out with a toy.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people love collecting these toys,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to get the rare ones,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
As well as really popular, they call them UFO catchers.
UFO catcher. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like claw machines.
Mm-hmm.
And there's any city in Japan, you'll see game centers.
Yeah. A
that
lot.
Right? A
Yeah.
lot. And they have UFO machines, UFO catchers.
Mm-hmm.
And you not only can win stuffed toys,
No.
but you see like snacks.
Mm-hmm. Snacks or like they even have like a coin game.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So-
that's right.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the coin that like,
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. Like it's a moving platform and it kind of pushes the coins
Mhm.
out.
There's a bunch of coins on the platforms,
Yeah.
and then you throw coins into the slot. Then like with the timing, you
Yeah.
get the coin into nice spot.
Yes.
And then you have chance to get bunch of coin just
To
like
push to
yeah,
you.
to push. Yeah.
Is that for money, or you exchange those
No,
tokens for toys? and shit, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
But they're all over in Japan.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Japanese love. It's like kind of they like to test their luck,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But as a kid, I like my parents took me department store or whatever, and then they always have game center, and then my dad always give me 1000 yen,
Oh wow, okay.
so I can
Like $10.
yeah, I can change to 100 yen coin for 10 times, and most of the game that time was like 100 yen. So
Yeah.
like I have time to play like 10 times different game, right? Yeah. And I didn't think as a gamble. I was like more just play and then,
Exactly.
just taking time. Yeah.
So there is legal forms of gambling in Japan, in forms of like the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like number matching
yeah.
lottery.
Yeah.
They even have scratch cards as well. They allow some sports gambling, horse racing, bicycle racing, powerboat racing, and I guess this is specific, but asphalt speedway motor racing
Yeah. Motorcycle. Yeah.
and Japan. I'm sorry, and soccer.
Soccer. Yeah.
Yeah, and soccer. And all winnings in Japan are tax-free, which is nice.
Yeah.
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 The most popular form of gambling is kind of in a legal gray zone, and that's Pachinko.
Pachinko. Yeah.
Pachinko. How do you describe Pachinko?
Pachinko.
It's an electronic machine, and instead of coins, it's balls.
Yeah. Small metal balls on how to say.
It's like almost like a pinball type looking setup.
Yeah.
but it's totally vertical,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I guess gravity takes a play into how to play it. And
there's like a handle, like a knob. Then you no squeeze, but like you turn it. You turn it, and then the ball goes out.
Yes.
And then you need to put in the middle of
The
like
middle
a
of the
pocket.
machine in a hole.
In a hole. Yeah.
What does that knob turn? What does it control?
The power.
So
Like if you go all the way, obviously
it shoots it higher.
It shoots stronger. So like
yes.
the ball goes all the way. Well, because of you shouldn't go all the way, right?
Yeah.
'Cause the spot is in the middle. So that's how you know.
So it does require some skill. It's not pure luck, right? Do you have to keep the handle in a certain position all the time?
Yeah, yeah.
So if your hand kind of moves a bit, you change it.
And then I remember, like, I don't know right now, but people used to put coin in the knob.
Yes.
Because there's some gap in between knob and the machine.
Yes.
So you put the coin. So like the ball goes like
So
exactly
it keeps it in
simple.
place.
Exactly. And then like John explained, like it's like a pinball, but pinball is one ball, right? But
Yes.
pachinko is like you shoot like many balls.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So pachinko is not considered gambling by the government just because of its cultural and historic significance. So we kind of explained about how to play it, but let's describe from the street, and you will see it will be obvious from the outside on the street if it's a pachinko park or parlor.
Because it's always like big building with like bunch of neon sign.
Yeah, bright lights.
Says pachinko. You can't even hear.
Exactly. So from the outside, maybe you can't hear it that well, but once the sliding door opens, oh man, it's assault on the senses.
Because every
So
single
loud.
machine keep the sound like a music. And with those balls just hitting like beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
And then if somebody gets ball into the hole, and then there's another sound.
Yes.
Yeah, like more
it's
loud.
A very, very noisy place. I've only I've never played, but I've like walked into them, and it's
To see.
headache, man. I can't last a long time in there.
It's not just the sound, right?
Yeah.
Also the smoking
Yeah, so you're allowed to smoke in pachinko
in
parlors,
pachinko,
and it's like I said,
smell and sound and your ear basically get
after 5 minutes you leave, you still hear ringing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go in, you go to the front counter, and you buy balls, right?
Well, it doesn't necessarily to be front counter, I think. There's like a
machines.
machine.
That's true. That's true. And then people buy like bins and bins of balls.
Like you normally get like big bins.
Yeah.
And then you get the first balls. I would say like 1,000 of balls. I don't know how much. I forgot because I don't play. But I would say like 1,000 yen.
Okay.
And if you're lucky, you get more balls,
Yes.
and you can make money.
Yeah, when you go, you see people who have won. Beside them, there's like bins and bins and bins stacked of balls. So they're like little metal marbles, pretty much. So why it lies in a legal gray zone is because really you're not supposed to be able to exchange those balls for money. Like inside the pachinko parlor, you see like some appliances, toys, food items that you're supposed to exchange the balls for. So just say I hit the jackpot and I got like 10,000 balls. What do I do now?
So then you go the counter, and or there's a machine. You can just like keep dumping all the balls from the bins, so they count automatically. Then you get a ticket, how many balls you get.
Okay.
And that ticket you bring to the front desk, and they give you like a pencil in the case.
So one pencil equals...
And the case has different color. So like, for example, like blue, one pen in a case is, I'll say, 1000 yen. And then red one is 1,000,000 yen.
Okay. So they're like casino chips.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Because chips represent money, they get away from the law by giving you pens to exchange.
Yeah.
Okay, so each pen color represents a denomination of money. So if I had 10,000 balls and it's worth $100, I get pens colored.
Yeah. Maybe it's changing now, but what I remember was because my mom, she loves Pachinko.
Okay.
And sometimes I go pick her up and she gets a bunch of those pens and like
all happy.
And then where we go, and then like, no, we need to go outside.
Yes.
And
okay, so
he will explain, but
going outside, and she probably like just reeks of cigarette smoke.
Yeah, and she doesn't smoke. Yeah.
So you're sacrificing your health to gamble, right? So Ryusuke mentioned you take the pens to go outside. Go outside where? So nearby or even right next door, you'll have these exchange shops.
And then small window.
Super private.
Yeah.
And you exchange those pens
to money.
To cash.
Exactly.
So that's kind of how they get around the law. So under law, the pachinko parlor itself cannot give you cash.
No.
But these stores or these shops nearby can. But these shops are actually owned by the pachinko parlor anyway. Yeah. But because you have to do this one extra step to exchange cash. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, pens are worth money, man.
Yeah.
So I wonder if people who play pachinko, do they rather take that rice cooker instead of cash?
Usually no, but again, like when I was kid, my mom sometimes get me some toys because like, she changed money by I go there and then mom, let's go. And then I see a bunch of toys there and like, oh, I like the car toy. And then she's like, okay, I can get for you.
Is there age limit to play pachinko?
Yes.
Oh, so
yeah.
They offer toys, but in Japan, adults, kids, they all love toys. So because it's not gambling, kids still can't play. It's not like...
Well, I think it's because of everybody's smoking and...
That's true.
Everybody knows it's gamble anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And these pachinko parlors are 24/7. Yeah.
No, sorry. It's not 24/7.
Oh, really?
No. Yeah. They open morning and then close night.
Okay.
Yeah. So, they used to do some event. And I remember before, when I go work, then sometimes there's huge lineup in front of pachinko parlor. It's because on that day there's an event, and then people want to get the perfect,
the prime machines.
Exactly.
Okay.
So people line up from like 6 a.m.
That reminds me. Yeah, I have seen people line up at the pachinko.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. After work, the bar I worked at, there was a pachinko nearby. And when I got off work, I would see lineups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of that.
So also so when you get the ball into the hole, it activates like a slot machine type luck game as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a screen on the machine. So once you get the ball in the hole, and then the machine, basically like slot machine, it's gonna turn in. And then if you get like 777 or whatever the number, it depends on the machine. There's some trick or there's some way to see if your machine is worth it to keep playing.
Oh, really?
There's some characters showing, and then if you saw it, and then that's the sign, like, oh, this machine will hit more.
Yeah. It has yet to hit the jackpot, to give away the jackpot.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like how slot machines are in casinos here, where the ones by the door are more likely to hit the jackpot just because they want it visible that someone wins.
To show? Well, not necessarily to be close to entrance.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always random. Yeah.
I know for casinos, some people like touch the machine to feel like if it's warm, that means it's been played a lot, which means it's closer to hitting the jackpot.
So you shouldn't.
Is there a thing like that?
Yes, there's a screen on top of the machine, and people can check like how many times they get hit, or how many times somebody else play. So it's almost like there's a rule. There's a how can I say, like
there's strategy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they know. Sometimes it doesn't matter if this machine already goes like 5,000 times. You still have a chance. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah. And yeah, when I was in Japan, my friends loved Pachinko. And he even worked for like a Pachinko machine company.
Okay.
And he asked me like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I say, oh no, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, you wanna come with me? And I say, okay, what I need to do? And he said, well, you just play Pachinko, but that actually was slot machine.
Okay.
So you play whole day slot machine.
So these Pachinko parlors also have slots too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always, yeah. And the young people love slot machine than Pachinko.
Okay. Yeah, Pachinko to me, it's like more old school.
So then he told me, you just sit in one machine in a Pachinko parlor, and you just play whole day. And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And he said, oh, so basically this is secret, but the owner of Pachinko parlor gave him the information this machine will gonna hit.
Okay.
But to show other customers, they need someone to play that. Because if someone, regular customer play that, they lost so much money.
Who?
The Pachinko parlor.
Okay.
But if they hire someone to play with.
So if it hits and wins, I'm not actually giving money to regular real customers. I'm giving to a plant, someone that...
Exactly. But they have to have those machines, right? To show other people. Oh, yeah, this parlor.
Possible to win.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
so your friend worked at the companies where they programmed the machines. So they programmed it to know which one will hit. Okay.
Yeah. So obviously it's illegal.
Yes. Super illegal.
Yeah. I guess like over 20 years ago, it's over for me. But
so he paid you.
So yeah, he paid me like $500 for a whole day.
Okay.
That's
great money.
That's a great money, but you have to be there all day. So from morning till close.
Just in case a real customer doesn't play the machine and win it, right?
Yeah, and also again, I don't, especially I don't know how to play slot, nothing. And there's a strategy, there's a rule. I don't know what to do, but my friends just told me like, if you don't know how to do it, ask someone next to you. They can press the button and then make you 777.
Oh, wow.
Because like slot is, you
Yeah.
need to see.
So I think slots in Japan, you control each spinny thing. I think nowadays you can do that as well with slot machines here. But I think old school people think pull the handle and just let it go. But there is some form of control by the player in Japanese slots. Okay.
Yeah.
How many times did you do this?
Only once.
Oh, man.
Because I got scary.
Yo, $500.
I know. And then again, because I don't like it
Yeah.
anyway, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything on that day. That's why I say yes. But then after that, he still asked me. I'm like, no, it's not for me.
So did you actually hit the jackpot that day?
I hit some. I mean, I asked a lot of people like, can you do this for me? And they feel like, yeah, but like you don't know how to play, and then you
playing.
get this machine.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's a bunch of people looking at me all the time, or even waiting if I gonna leave,
So they can.
because those people know this machine is the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
When in the day, were you like hitting all throughout the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whole day.
Do you remember how much money you won?
No, I don't.
But anyway,
I would say like over $1,000.
but half of or 500 was given to you, and the rest. Yeah, that's some scam.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I guess these type of things is everywhere in gamble industry, right?
Exactly.
For sure, if you go casino, how many people are actually real?
That's
You know?
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
And then if you're a regular customer and then see those people who's making money, of course you feel like, oh, maybe I can do it too.
Yeah, I have a chance.
Yeah.
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 So pachinko parlors, slots are in like a gray zone, but like with every other country place, there's illegal gambling. So illegal gambling does exist, and a lot, right? So the Yakuza controls illegal casinos, mahjong parlors, and a funny thing we found out is that I think it no longer exists, but a few years ago they had a gambling website which you play rock, paper, scissors with, I guess, the computer or whatever.
Okay.
And you paid a certain amount of money, and then if you won 3 times, you get a bonus. It was like 300 yen to play. You win 3 times in a row, you get 1,000 yen. But if you won 5 times in a row, which is, I guess it's computer, right? It's a scam.
Yeah.
Right? You get 10,000 yen. But it's funny how they use rock, paper, scissors for gambling.
That's so Japanese.
So Japanese.
So Japanese.
Yeah, so in Japan, rock, paper, scissors is called janken.
Janken. Yes.
And what I learned when I was living there is that the Japanese can use janken to solve any type of arguments.
Yeah. For example, if you and me, we got two same food, same meal, but yours are, I mean, like one is a little bit more bigger portion and one is small.
Yeah.
And then if we want to eat the bigger one, then let's do janken.
Yeah. And it's like, there's no do-overs. There's no argument after that. Once
No.
Yeah, the winner is determined. That's it.
Yeah.
So I used that a lot when I was teaching.
Oh.
So kids get into argument. I want to do this. Okay, junkin. And then right away, they'll do it. And then no arguments.
What about here? Because
rock paper scissors is a thing, but I don't feel like like it's not used as
They don't decide because
it doesn't. Yeah, it's not used to decide matters. Maybe, yeah. I would say flipping a coin.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. That sounds like more Western culture.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, junkin. The Japanese love rock paper scissors.
Yeah, because I remember we went to climb Mount Fuji one day with my friend, like all guys, 10 people.
Oh wow!
And then we didn't bring anything. We were stupid.
But isn't it like a few days thing?
Normally, yes, but because again, like we're stupid, right? So we drive there, until at some point you can drive car, but after that, obviously, you have to climb by yourself. We didn't have water, we didn't have food.
Oh my god! Or toilet paper. Apparently, you need that.
Yeah. And then we get at some point. I remember there was over the crowd. Everybody was so thirsty. Everybody was so hungry. One of my friend was getting sick.
Of course.
Because high, right?
Yeah.
And the other climbers, they saw us, and then they told us, like, what are you doing?
Yes.
And like, oh, we're trying to go top. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Don't do it. It's dangerous. And they ask us, like, do you guys have even water or food? And then we said, we don't have any. And then they said, like, okay, we don't have much, but we give you one bottle of tea and then one bread pan.
Okay.
And 10 of us.
Sharing.
We did, junkin. Because all my friend loves like gamble type of thing. And
luck things,
I don't like it though.
Yeah,
I don't like it. But everybody say, okay, let's do junkin. We did junkin.
Yeah.
I win.
Nice.
And I don't need the food. I took drink. After that, I still remember everybody looking at me and like, are you gonna share with me? And I'm like, we did a junkin, right?
Yeah, we did a junkin.
Yeah, I was gonna share, but we did a junkin.
Set in stone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I think that junkin was one of most dangerous junkin for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys actually make it to the top?
No.
You guys
we decided to go down.
Of course.
It was too much.
I think the fastest you can do it is like 2 days. You need to stay out, like sleep over, right?
Yeah.
And when you say climbing, it's not climbing.
No,
rock climbing.
No,
it's
like
trail.
Yeah,
you
trail.
walk up, right?
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah. Sorry, we talk something else.
That's funny. Yeah. But yeah, junkin solves all problems in Japan. So apparently there's talks to open casinos in Tokyo, Osaka, and Yokohama. The government has started like a department to oversee this. So eventually, possibly, casinos will open in Japan.
Have casino. Well, because there's a ura casino, which is illegal casino. It's already exists.
Yeah.
And then obviously government can collect any tax or any money, right?
Yeah.
So like, if there's exists illegal one, why don't we make the actual legal one to bring people, and then they can correct the tax. Yeah.
We have a feeling though it might be like maybe how Singapore does it, where it's free to enter for tourists, but locals have to pay like an entrance fee, kind of to prevent gambling to be a problem amongst the locals, right? Or maybe even locals cannot go in. Right?
That's interesting. Why?
Yeah. Why? What?
Because they don't want the people who lives there. They shouldn't do gamble.
Yeah,
That's what they think.
Yeah, they
but
don't.
They still open
gambling,
the casino.
It can be a big problem, right?
I know.
It's an addiction.
I know.
But they want tourist money, right? They want the money from China, the Chinese tourists.
Okay.
Because the Chinese love gambling, right?
Macau,
Macau, huge, right?
Yeah.
Even like Vegas
Right.
Some of the casinos in Vegas will fly big whales. They call them whales, but big gamblers from China.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think every tourist should go into a pachinko parlor just to feel
Yeah. I mean, you don't need to
ambience.
play anyway.
Yeah, you don't need to play. But even if you want to play, give it a shot. You never know.
And yeah, you can use bathroom. So like just go in and then check and then go bathroom.
Yeah. Feel some air conditioner in the summer. Inhale secondhand smoke. Go deaf a little bit. But like the Japanese government thinks it's a cultural staple. So it's pachinko is so Japanese. I've never seen it anywhere else in the world.
That's so Japanese.
Right?
Yeah.
We probably should have done some research about who invented it and how.
Pachinko? Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm sure it's a Japanese person. So,
yep.
That about does it for our quick gambling episode in Japan. Pretty much we're just telling you to check out a pachinko parlor.
Yep.
It's really unique. Do pachinko parlors serve food, or it's like snacks and stuff? Like I've seen cup ramen for sure.
Yeah, like there's a stuff walking by. If you need any help, you can call them. Like for example, like old ladies, they can even carry
all the balls that they won.
So they can help you. Or if you need a coffee, I think you can order from them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, one rule, pachinko, if no one is seating that machine, but then if you see a cigarette box on a pachinko machine or slot machine or any type of personal stuff on a machine, that means it's still used.
Oh, it's still taken.
Exactly.
That person might have just went to the washroom or something.
Washroom or just go for a break outside. So do not take that.
Oh man.
If you want to pray.
What if I sat?
Well, you're in big trouble.
He's gonna beat me up.
No, beat you up.
There's gonna be an argument.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I say junkin?
No. They're not gonna no janken. No. There's no way. Yep.
So this brings us to our street level Japanese segment for today. Today we have the word yabai. Yabai. And again, shortened, informally, you can say
yaba.
So translated, yabai means dangerous. But informally, it can be used for like, oh no, or wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yabai can be used for something that's good and something that's bad. It's not just a negative word. So, for example, during spring, sakura season, you see a tree that's in full bloom of cherry blossoms and it looks beautiful. You can say
yaba,
chou kirei.
Yeah.
Or if you saw a bad car accident happen,
yaba, daijoubu. Yeah.
So yabai, good or bad. It's just, oh no, wow. Something that's very delicious. Yabai.
Uma.
Yeah. Uma.
Uma. Yeah. Or like if it's disgusting, yaba matsu. Yeah. So yaba is anytime you can.
Can you use yabai in like a formal office setting?
No. You don't say that.
Okay.
Sugoi.
Okay, so yabai is informal.
It's really informal.
Does it matter to use it to someone that's older or?
Old people don't really say yaba. I think yaba is more young people,
Okay.
like my generation, or a little bit older, but not like 60. No, I never heard my dad say
yabai
or my mom said yabai. No,
Okay.
no.
Can it be rude?
if I say to
an older person?
Yeah.
Okay. So
you should say すごい.
Okay, so yabai is a very good street level Japanese word because it's very informal, can be seen as rude as well. So one more time, yabai translated means dangerous, but it's an informal way to say oh no or wow or really.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yabai.
Yabai.
Yaba.
Yabba.
That does it for today's episode.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate you guys. Kind of say the same thing after every podcast, but you guys know what to do. You guys know where to find us. You can find our links to our podcasts through Instagram, through Twitter, through TikTok. You can search for it on all the podcast platforms and on YouTube now.
Yeah.
However, if you type in So Japanese Podcast on YouTube, it's kind of hard to find. You're going to have to scroll down.
Yeah, it's hard.
But the easiest way is to just, we have a link tree. So it's on all our social media. So just find our podcast there.
Yeah, from the link in bio.
Yep. So that does it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.
Arigato. Thank you.
Bye bye.
またね。バイバイ。